Hello, my name is Mary Albert, and I am an implementation specialist with Brown and Brown. We are the broker on behalf of your group. Today, I will be providing an overview of the benefits being offered to you so that you feel confident in making your elections for this upcoming coverage period. Once your plan goes into effect, you will be covered until April 30th, 2025. If you've been on this plan, there are some things that are changing. And if you want a copy of your benefit guide on the go, you can take your phone and scan this QR code so that you have a copy on your own device. This includes great information that you will hear me reference today. If you are adding dependents onto your plan, you will need to upload certain paperwork to verify their dependency. You will be given a date as to when your enrollment needs to be submitted by. It's mindful that you get all your elections made prior to that. Once that date rolls around and is passed, you will be sealed or locked in with the benefits that you have elected. However, if you experience a qualifying life event, such as some of those we've listed down below, marriage, divorce, you have a child, you'll want to contact your HR team within 30 days of the event to see if coverage can be changed. This page is very important. I encourage you to create a member portal with United Healthcare. By having that member portal, you can find replacement ID cards, identification cards, and find doctors and facilities that participate in your network. There's also a mobile app for your smart device. I encourage you to take time to look over all the features and the benefits to having that member portal. These are your 3 medical plans being offered to you by United Healthcare. Good news is if you go to your annual physical, that includes your annual blood work, any preventative screening that is appropriate for your age and gender will be covered at 100% if you stay in network. So what is the name of your network? If you choose the first 2 plans, the name of your network is NHP. This third plan's network name is Choice Plus. So when you find a doctor, you want to ask them, are you in network with, and then tell them the name of your network. There are basically 2 ways you will pay for a service. If you see any service over here and it has the word deductible beside it, when you stay in network and you go for that service, you will pay a reduced, negotiated, contracted rate for that service. Any of that money you spend goes into a bucket, and that bucket is called your deductible bucket. I'm going to zoom in here so that you can see it. If you sign up employee only, the deductible bucket is at the top. You might not hit that deductible, and that's okay. If you add your family or dependents below, that is the amount. So let's say you're on this second plan and you're out of pocket $2,000 towards your deductible. That means you've met your deductible. You then go on to phase 2, which is coinsurance. Coinsurance is a cost sharing between you and the insurance company. So if you were to go back to a service that has the word deductible beside it, you would only have to pay 20% of that bill. United Healthcare would pay 80%. Your third phase is your out-of-pocket maximum, and that can be seen right here. That is the most that you will pay for health covered services when staying in network. Health covered services thereafter, when staying in network, are covered at 100%. If you don't pay towards your deductible, you will see something called a copayment. So you can see that listed here. So for example, if you are on this first plan and you go to see your primary care physician, you will pay $30. A copayment is a fixed flat dollar amount that you are expected to pay at the time of service. Anytime you make a copayment, it goes into that out-of-pocket maximum bucket, the one that matters, and that's how you can keep track of your money. You do have prescription drug coverage on all three plans. If you can get a generic prescription, if it's in your best interest, talk to your doctor. That is a great way to save money, as well as getting things written in a 90-day supply. Rather than your doctor writing a prescription for each month, get it tucked into a 90-day supply. That will save you money. If you don't know what you're going to pay for that prescription, go onto your member portal page. There's a pharmacy tab. Type the name of the prescription in. It will place your medication into a tier. Depending on the tier your medication falls under would be what you would pay for that prescription when picking it up. Very important. The first two plans do not have out-of-network coverage. If you step out of the NHP network to see a doctor, you won't have coverage. This third plan, you do have coverage. However, it's going to cost you more. Any money that you pay in network, once you step out of network, the Choice Plus network, that starts over at zero. Those amounts do not combine. In addition, those doctors will charge you more. It's good to note that if it's in your medical best interest to see an out-of-network doctor on this third plan, you have coverage, but it will cost you more. And this is what it costs you coming out of your paycheck. Now over here, you have something called virtual care coverage when you sign up for medical. If it's late at night or you're traveling or you just don't want to go into the doctor's office, you know your body best, you can take advantage of seeing a doctor through a computer or your phone. If they think you need a prescription, they can even provide you one in that service. It's not going to cost you anything, so that's great news. Very important to register or call before you need that service to see if it's a service, or so if you need that service, it's all ready to go. These are some other ways to save money when you have a prescription. You can use your insurance, go to an network pharmacy, or GoodRx and Single Care are ways to get a prescription filled. Sometimes it lowers the cost. However, if you take advantage of GoodRx or Single Care, it doesn't track towards your insurance, but it might save you money. As well as there are different pharmacies that give you discounted rates on those prescriptions. Down here, I like to encourage folks to know where are your in-network urgent cares and your in-network hospitals. If you were to need that service, you need to know that stuff kind of in advance. Over here, you are being offered dental coverage. Just scroll in here. This is how your network works and how to find dentists that are in network with United Healthcare. If you go to get your teeth cleaned or your exam and it's considered a preventative treatment, if you go in network, you won't pay for that. If you need a basic procedure or a major procedure, you will pay a deductible one time of $50, and then the plan covers you at a certain percentage. Each year, there's 1,000 $500 set aside for you that will cover your dental allowable claims. And that's for each person on your plan. And every calendar year that resets, so you get that full amount. You don't receive it, but it's set aside for you. And this is your dental coverage. I'm sorry, how much it comes out of your paycheck each biweekly paycheck. You are also being offered vision coverage through United Healthcare. Here is the website at the top. It's real important to stay in network when you get your eyes examined or if you need materials such as glasses or contacts. The name of your network is called Standard. If you go to an eye doctor appointment and they examine your eyes, you will only be responsible for a $10 copay. At Brown & Brown, where I work, an eye doctor came and spoke to us and told us when you have your eyes examined, yes, they're checking your vision, but they can see if you're pre-diabetic, if you have high cholesterol or high blood pressure with other diseases as well. So I think it's a real good idea to have your eyes examined. And if you need glasses, you will pay a copay for the lens and they'll give you money to shop when you stay in network. Contacts, the same thing. If it's medically necessary and you have to wear contacts, you don't pay for that. You will use your contact benefit if you wear both 1 year and then your eyeglass. You have to kind of alternate them. These are your costs coming out of your biweekly deduction and your paycheck. You are being offered short-term disability. This is paycheck protection if you become sick or you're injured and you cannot work and you have this plan in place. If it's an eligible claim, you will receive 60% of your weekly earnings starting after 14 days. You have to wait 14 days. You can be on short-term disability. I'm going to zoom in here so I can see it as well for 13 weeks. Now, there is a pre-existing exclusion here. If you're on this plan and you file a claim for short-term disability, they will look back 3 months prior to when you were eligible. And if it's something you've been treated for already and you were going to the doctors, they won't cover that. But once you're on this plan for 12 months, there's no look back period. This will help you understand what it would cost you. It's based off of your uh, age and your salary. If you don't want to figure out the math right now, it should be calculated for you when you go to sign up in Employee Navigator. And here we are at Employee Navigator. This is how you're going to sign up and elect or decline your benefits. So if you are watching this on a recording, you can pause the recording so that you understand all the directions. I'll just scroll down so that you can see everything here. It's real simple. It'll walk you through the steps. Here we are on this page. I'll go slowly. You can pause the recording if needed. When you're done, ask your HR leader, hey, can you make sure I'm done? Just to make sure you're checked off. Don't forget the date that they say have your benefits elected by, because that's a really important date. And on this last page, these are your key players that will help you during the year. This is a wonderful teammate of mine. Her name is Terry Kowaleski. She is your account manager, and she knows a lot about your benefits. Tucked at the back, these are just some annual notices. If you want to scroll through, those are included in all benefit guides. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.